So we're here with Devanand Somsingh and Priesnell Warren, and they are attendees at the regional conference here in Georgetown, Guyana. Of course, Devanand is from Suriname, a regular visitor and investor in Guyana. Priesnell, of course, is from Jamaica. And of course, we've had our chats back home on CBX. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Devanand, talk to me about the importance of a conference such as this in Guyana.
Guyana, it's very important. Thank you for you guys to having this. It's the second one. I was in the first time, and I wish that we have this more often, not only in Suriname, but not only in Guyana, in Suriname too. The most important thing is this: that is for network, to meet people, interact one-on-one, is knowledge. Is knowledge. For me, is a knowledge, because you don't know everything. And you listen what people speaks, and you make your notes. And then you go back and see what can benefit for you, for your organization, and your around circle. So it's very important to have these things. And I love to attend this. I love lots of networking. And so I miss Mr. Warren in a networking event. So very good organized, and I'm hopeful to see like this more from you guys.
You had some concerns, or some feedback which you expressed in terms of, are we reaching the people that we want to reach? And how do you think the people are understanding what we're presenting to them?
First of all, if you go to a conference, any conference, you have to understand what is the conference, what is the output for the conference, what you will benefit, and you will share. Stock market, in my knowledge, in the CARICOM, in the Caribbean, is new. Jamaica is way ahead, Trinidad is way ahead. I never know that Guyana had a stock market platform till yesterday. So if I was not going to be here yesterday, I will not know. And one big name they call Anand Bihari is the top from the security. Yeah, he's chairman from the GPT bank. So what we need to do, this is in Georgetown, we did it very well, good. The local council, mayor, what the case will be, they need to reach to the people in Guyana, example, Borbis, Region 6, Letham, Parika. So that is the local mayor, senator, chambers. Guyana have, I think, 9 chambers, or maybe 7. Because you have to reach to the last people. The person have to understand what is stock market, why Mr. Warner is in stock market, why you interfere with Mr. Somsingh. That person have to understand.
Absolutely critical. Do you believe, though, that once the level of knowledge gets through, where businesses and young entrepreneurs begin to understand what the market is and the benefits that exist with the market, that there will be greater take-up and greater participation in stock markets in Guyana?
Yeah. Not only in Guyana, Suriname, Grenada, St. Lucia, all over. Curacao, I can say proudly, Curacao is now association member from CARICOM. Business will be opposite there. Yeah, but the training is very important. The networking is very important. People have to understand why I should invest $100 is Guyana 21,000. Why I should invest in a stock market? Why? That is a question mark always. They have to understand that. And we have the generation from the 30, 40, they do understand. Because most Guyanese is from abroad, from England, from Canada, from America. So they do understand. But I think it's a lot of work to be done on the ground level, not you guys level. You guys is here. You put the event is not a piece of cake. It's not a piece of cake. I do too. So we need to bring people all. I saw yesterday the guys from the media was 4 hours there. I was sitting there. So it's a great job, but again, to meet the local person, that is the key, because they have money too. They want to invest. Everybody want to make money. We are here to make money. Simple. So they want to make money. So how? Where? How we can believe in dynamic business development. What do dynamic business development? So we need to do more networking, put in a small groups, and I think we can do it through the chamber because we have enough chamber here. The consuls, we have a lot of consuls, mayor.
Yeah. Priesnell, you're from Jamaica, but you're ahead of us in Guyana. And Devanand has told us the story that you're not somebody who is high up in the air, for want of a better word. You're on the ground. You're looking for business opportunities in Guyana, but you've taken it from ground level. You're pushing it through the streets. Talk to me about that experience, what you're seeing in Guyana, and the opportunities.
Yeah, so, we spoke previously. I would have had what is called Jamaica's Yellow Brick Road. Now I call it Caribbean Yellow Brick Road because it's really an opportunity for us to do business. Now my background is in economics, so I would have long heard about things like the West Indian Trade, Trade Federation, how that, politicking took that apart. So my own view of the Caribbean has been long and wide. Guyana, places like Guyana, Belize, Suriname, very, very much mineral rich, very lush in terms of forestry, vegetation. So I've long had that as an experience. When I heard Guyana was and is still the fastest growing economy in the world, I wanted to actually come here to see what was happening. Not just to read a magazine or a book, right? You can learn a lot of things from that. But in order to see it in motion, you have to be on the ground. And I came on the ground, I took a taxi. I had what I'd consider the Waterhouse bus experience.
Yes, yes.
For those of us who know
Yes,
what happens on
I've seen the
Waterhouse bus,
buses.
right? The music is very loud, right?
And I understand a lot of Jamaican
A
music
lot of
too.
Jamaican music, and even Guyanese artists, but they sing a lot of Jamaican. They're singing dancehall. It's real, authentic stuff. So I think we have a lot of similarities, clearly some differences that we can learn from. Shared experiences, I believe there's lots of opportunities to take from here, take from Jamaica back home to here in Guyana, and have that multiplicity of talent and dynamisms. I've seen the agricultural sector very vibrant here. They produce a lot of rice here in Guyana. And I don't have to say, they're producing a lot of oil here, right? So there's a lot of synergies, essentially, to take home. And I believe sustainable development. The truth is, we can grow, we can eat, we can do business, and every man, including the man on the street, can benefit. Why not? Two things can be true at the same time.
What I've seen at the conference, gentlemen, is a lot of Guyanese, yes, a lot of Jamaicans, yes, but there were persons from far and wide across the region. There's Trinidad, Eastern Caribbean, Dominica.
I was only one from Suriname.
Suriname. So Suriname. Yeah. Well, Suriname is across the border, but I mean, you are seeing people traveling, which tells us that the Guyana story is out there, and people are believing that there is indeed opportunity.
And let me just say this. I've said it privately with my friends. If we don't move for this window of opportunity, when the Caribbean is talking 100 million US dollars, the world will be talking in trillions. So it's really high time that we removing the barriers. Just do business. Let's do business. Let's do business. Do your due diligence. But let's do business rather than the talk. We've had all of these sessions. I know, as Somsingh said in his replies, there needs to be that information and education, and the stock market, the stock exchange, Jamaica Stock Exchange, your parent company, has done a phenomenal job of bringing that in the schools. I see students here as well, which means that you're moving. You're not just talking the talk. You're implementers. And, it just needs the other parties, the other stakeholders to continuously buy into that and support that movement.
I listened to the minister's speech this morning, and it seemed, he deliberately went back in the history of Guyana and the way they've been able to do things to set the economy on a particular path for growth. But he also was at pains to point out that there are other sectors outside of the oil and gas.
Is not Guyana.
And how important was the finance minister's speech this morning in bringing everything together to show
It is very important because, and I mean no offense, but the thing about it, and something was saying it earlier, when you're doing business, don't overly focus on the money. Let's put it that way. Try to understand the way of life, the culture, what makes people tick. Eventually, you'll be able to make the money that you're looking. And the oil and gas sector, yes, that is the main sector that is spurring that growth here. But if you think about it, Guyana needs all the support. You know, just over 1 million persons here. If you look at how vast land, water, no oil, there's a lot of untapped potential here. And the truth is, if we try to do it alone, we will get so much further and no more. If we pull our hands and heart together, there'll be so much opportunities. The market is in expansion mode. And when the market is in expansion mode, all boats sail in a high tide.
I see Guyana from history. Guyana will be a new Guyana. That's one. In my eye, oil and gas is one. I don't focus oil and gas. Real estate, I did real estate. I have a very background from real estate. I created in Orange County, Florida back in 2004, new single home under 200K is still there. Real estate is a big demand in Guyana, not Georgetown, whole Guyana, like Warner said. And in that real estate portfolio, hotel, apartment, walk-in cleaning, cricket, ground, you name it. That will take 10 years to my experience that Guyana will come, okay, we have good hotels, we have good restaurants. We have some good restaurants. But not only in Georgetown. We are in Georgetown. This is congested. Georgetown is full. Look the traffic. Warner came before. From drive region 6, region 5. So I focus, oil and gas is okay, but I focus more in real estate. Business development generally is a big demand, like he said. And to see how we can work with local entrepreneurs. Because we need the local entrepreneurs. Because they have family to put food in the table. Not only we, they do too. So that is my focus, and I told people that we need to do more education, more training. Seminar like this must be more often. Now Guyana have 3 things coming up. 15 October is IBC. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yes.
It's a big thing. Then you have Marlon event, and economic. Then you have Guy Expo. So if you put in every month an event, it's good. Who is benefited from that event? This is international. This is so is international.
Yes.
Of course, local people are going. But the event must have a strategy. Why I should go to IBC? What is benefit for me or for my company? What I will gain? What I will knowledge? What I will change? And Guy Expo is every year. That is Guyana Expo. That is my experience, and that I want to share with you guys. I hope one agree with me.
Let me ask you this. So you pointed out a couple of things. The different regions, the different chambers of commerce. So this is Georgetown, and we're doing with the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce.
This is Region 4.
And this is Region 4. But there are about, 6 regions?
Yeah, you have Region 3, Region 6, Region 5, Region 7, Region 9.
Right.
Region 1 or 2.
Right. And then you have the other chambers of commerce. And then there are the regular citizenry,
Mayors,
Right.
senators.
How do we get full participation of the citizenry in the growth that is Guyana, the new Guyana, how do we ensure that we don't have some people that get left behind? Or even if we can't carry everybody, but that there's a significant enough section of the population that is participating in this growth, that the country doesn't become
One-sided.
income right.
One-sided. I understand about. Mine view that's why for that is because in my relationship I know Lata Chamber. I'm active in Lata Chamber. What we need to do, we need after this event now tomorrow, everybody's gone. How how people can reach? They will Google it. From tomorrow you will be on the side. Oh, we did Jamaica exchange. Blah blah. What is your local partner now here that the people can reach? They can call or they can app. Hey, cannot meet there, but Mr. Somsingh put in his group up. He have 250 entrepreneurs. Warner put in his group up. Marlon put in his group up. And hey, who was there? We share pictures. But I don't know. I'm living 4-hour drive. So now the question is, what go happen after this event now? I know you guys with Georgetown Chamber. So Georgetown Chamber is again in Georgetown. So do you guys think to discuss that they have to reach Region 3, Barbados, Region 3? We had a guy from Region 3 here, the consul, he left. What kind of arrangement is with Jamaica exchange stuck? What is the arrangement? How you can reach? Suriname, I will go now because I have proof now that we met here. I have a badge. I will talk there. I don't think Suriname have a stock exchange platform. I did not know Guyana till yesterday. So we will discuss now that with entrepreneurs first. People who have money, they're going to invest. I'm right? So we're going to discuss that. I have a platform with 250 entrepreneurs. So it's a dialogue. And he know that he's welcome in Suriname, you welcome anytime. Maybe before the planning this, you guys 4 people should fly there, spend a week. And I'm open to that. Today I spoke to the Santo Domingo embassy. He never came to, I invite him to come because it's always to share. What we're going to share, that what we're going to do.
Priesnell, you've been on the ground, you've been talking to the people, you've been having the business dialogue. Do you get a sense that the regular entrepreneurs are really looking at finding means of raising capital outside of the commercial banking system, which we know can be difficult, to navigate if you're not somebody who's well established in business and so on. How are you seeing that?
Well, I'll tell you, Nielsen, I would say it's still similar to Jamaica because I'm a straight talker. Yes, we do have more developed capital markets in Jamaica, but I don't think our capital markets it's actually deep enough as yet. And we won't go down the road of FinSac, right? But we can't have this conversation and not say that. That has been one of the areas that it has damaged sort of the risk tolerance of both our entrepreneurial class as well as our financiers. Now, if we can work on getting across those hurdles, I'm saying there's no way that we can't even 10x our growth in the next few years. Now, here in Guyana, naturally there's lots of activities happening here, especially in the oil and gas sector. And as Somsingh said, real estate is one of those booming areas. There are other areas, of course. But one of the things, and I'll say, the stock exchange continues to do its job. I actually spoke to a friend of mine, I would say a friend and client. She has a small spices business, very good. Check out Dick's Seasonings, right? And she would have liked to come to the conference, but at one point in time she was saying, maybe it's a little bit too expensive for my pocket. So there are gaps. There are persons here that can benefit from the information, that can benefit from a lot of structuring, and can actually absorb financing to grow significantly. However, they're just not necessarily getting the time of the day because there's just not enough support. If you think about it, 1 million people, and you disaggregate that into who are the bankers, who are the supporting companies, there's just not enough. And that's why I said in my own conversations, if we took almost all 3 million people from Jamaica, take another set from the diaspora, there still will be space here in the Guyana. I drove from here in Georgetown to the border. In fact, I went across in Suriname, right? And the land is vast. There's lots of water, can't be short of water, and we're not short of land. So guess what? The opportunities are here. Get the regs right, get the due diligence right, and let's start business.
All right, final words, anything you want to leave on the minds of the viewers who might be interested in investing in Guyana?
As I said before, our thesis when we formed Frontier is to call it, Jamaica's Yellow Brick Road. Well, no, it's the Caribbean Yellow Brick Road. It's a window of opportunity for us in the Caribbean as a centralized location. Most of us speak English, right? Which is the standard bearer of languages in the world. Currency, it's your passport. It's easy to get here in the Caribbean from almost anywhere. Fix the nuances, and it's a place to do business. We're parking the bus.
My suggestion is for anybody from the global to first come with an open mind, not in inspection. Meet local people. If not, you can do it. We provide all the service. And register company. First, then that is your base.
Yes.
You don't have to do it LLC, corporation. You can do sole proprietor. Register your company, you're on the ground, and then you take it from there. That service we provide Suriname, Guyana. Same thing in Suriname now. We have like 8 companies that same thing. They come now, first thing, they want to register company. So you're legal, you can operate and to do things. So that is my first suggestion to anybody. And we're looking with Mr. Warner to collaborate with Jamaican. Of course, is white, because I know him for a while, to see what we can do for Suriname and Guyana. Thank you very much for you to having me here. This was a pleasure meeting you, and I hope like to explore out of the box.
Absolutely. All right, thank you very much, gentlemen.
God bless you.
All right, good.